Yes.
All right,
Yes.
good. Look interested. In this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap-Up,
I'm interested.
we talk about the Worcester Police.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Mighty force of them.
We talk about the new PlayStation VR game, Herocade. And then Jeremy does his absolute best not to talk about Persona 5.
That's true.
This is the Weekly Wrap-Up. This is the Midnight Gamescast, where we record every Monday night at midnight, and then we bring it to YouTube every Tuesday as the Weekly Wrap-Up. That's this thing right here that you're watching. Every Wednesday is Video Game True or False, the best 20 minutes of everybody's week.
Everybody's.
Including me.
You are definitely
part of that.
And everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
And then every Thursday is Viewer Takeover. That's when we let you, the loyal Game Cats,
Meow.
let you take over the show with your comments and your questions and etc. But we're going to get there on Thursday.
Yes.
That's not how we do this. My name, as always, it's hot in
Well,
here.
Well, it's getting there. It's only the beginning.
To my right, your left, Brian Paul.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
what's going on?
To
Yeah.
Brian's right,
Oh, no.
your left, Jeremy King.
Hey.
And to
Sorry.
my left, your right. This is going horribly. Michelle Varacchione.
Hey. Everyone gets a clap.
God, what are we doing here?
Who knows? Are you still watching? Comment below.
If
Right.
this is your first time watching the Midnight Gamescast, what we do is we sit around and we talk about video games for the most part. That is what brings us together.
Is it video games, really?
No, maybe not today.
Sometimes.
We really
Yeah.
just like to chat and hang out with each other, and we just happen to be on camera.
Yeah, that's true. Verifiable.
The weather has been amazing
Yes.
here.
Beautiful.
And I feel like, of the three of us, you may have been taking advantage of it more than the other two.
I have been taking many of hikes and being outside as much as possible.
Many of the hikes.
Many of hikes.
Did you say something about hanging a hammock?
I did. So I guess the person on the first, I live on the third floor, and the person on the first floor has this big wraparound porch, and apparently they
Nice.
moved out, so no one's on the first floor anymore. So it's like, hey, look at this
Well.
lovely porch here.
Oh.
So
Yes.
hung a big hammock up between the two beams of the porch, and it's
I didn't know where she was going. I thought she
freaking
broke into the
awesome.
first floor apartment and we're like,
What's
we're
next?
taking it over.
No,
Give that
but
time.
there's some nice things inside that apartment that was left
Oh,
behind.
still.
So stay tuned
You
next
sure they didn't
week.
just go on
Interesting.
vacation?
No,
How many
no,
days
no,
until
they
you
were-
are assuming they just
No,
left?
they moved out. They're gone. They
It's
left
official.
they left some things behind.
There were
and,
trucks involved.
Yeah. Oh, trucks were involved.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Oh, all right. Michelle,
They are definitely moved
Are
out.
you
And
sure?
I am. I'm
what
sure.
type of hammock, by the way? A good old hammock, not one of these kind you buy at,
No, like a old school awesome one that
All right,
was
good.
passed down. I
fucking
don't know. Yeah.
nylon
Like heavy,
rope
Heavy
shit.
nylon, thick rope. The
But
whole.
surprisingly comfortable.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
so comfortable. I wasn't even surprised.
Well, not after you've
So
experienced
laying
it.
down in the hammock, looking in front of me, what do I see? But a beautiful sunrise. It was fantastic.
I'm learning something about Jeremy right now. I was unaware until just now. Jeremy's apparently quite the hammock connoisseur. Right? You're asking a lot of in-depth, detailed questions I would
this
never even
hammock.
think to ask
Yeah.
about hammocks.
You're making me discover something about myself as well.
You had no
So
idea how
No.
hammocky you were.
No.
Hammocky.
I do enjoy a good
With
hammock.
your.
You laughed at that. That's
I
really
did
strange.
not. Damn it, it's on video.
We laugh at a lot.
So we do. It's true.
We're easy.
So with your hammock questions, what have you? The hammock that
What have
we
you.
hung up. I have another camping hammock.
Yes.
That above the one that I just hung up, the other direction,
Yes.
I'm gonna hang above that and be able to sleep in, so I
Nice.
can get to sleep on the porch at night,
Oh,
which
sweet.
is really cool.
Yeah,
just
that's
curl up
awesome.
into like a little cocoon. It's awesome.
Right?
Welcome to
I-
the Midnight
Who the fuck's in there?
Campcast.
What are you doing?
Whatever. Anyways, how was your day?
How was my day?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't have time for my day.
Oh,
Oh, my day's crazy.
all right. Well,
Too many games, not enough time.
should we begin this episode then?
We should.
All right, let's begin this episode the way we begin every episode, with a little game of should we or shouldn't we?
Michelle, what the hell should we or shouldn't we?
Where have you
Please
been
tell.
the last 50
58
episodes?
episodes.
And I was like, oh gosh, what are we at?
I have like a
57? We're at
constant
58.
contact high these days. I don't know what's going on. So I find myself constantly in front of the television eating snacks and being like, I should really get some work done. Eventually.
Is it combos, Brian, or Pop-Tarts?
No, Pop-Tarts for sure. Always Pop-Tarts and more Pop-Tarts.
So should we or shouldn't we is where we put 60 seconds up on the clock up on the counter, the way that Jeremy likes it.
Oh, it's warm, so that's got a lot of
moisture.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really loose and
so
like,
wipe
hey,
down
let's
the
go.
counter.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little swampish. Yeah, probably.
And we have 60 seconds to tell you, the loyal viewers, if you should be playing or watching what we have been playing or watching. Who would like to go first? Not me. How about you?
Sure.
Sounds good.
I
On
volunteer.
Your mark.
Thank God.
Forcefully.
Yes.
On your mark. Get set. And go.
All right, so right about now, there should be a review going up on our channel for a new PlayStation VR game called Herocade. And what Herocade is a collection of 9 games for $15. All right, now this is the weirdest assortment of games ever. What I've basically figured out is that 4 of them are almost useless, and 5 of them are pretty damn good. So for $15,
not bad.
It still averages out for the 5 games that are good, $3 a game. It's about $1.67 if you want to include all of them.
You did the math.
I did. Hey, someone had to do some research around here. But in 405 Road Rage, one of my favorites, you get to drive this car, third person, down a highway at incoming traffic. It's all cartoony. Yeah, and it's like you have to try to keep beating your previous score. Like drive as far down the opposite lane as you can, with cars coming at you, just swerving in and out. Close calls give you extra
using
points.
The helmet,
you get to yes, using the helmet. You get to upgrade your car and buy different vehicles and stuff like that. Also, Alpha Turkey Hunt is amazing, and so is Dread Halls. Dread Halls something that you might be familiar with if you played other VR systems.
Ooh.
Wow. Good job, sir.
Said a
Breathe,
lot.
please.
I did. I just want to add to that. Dread Halls is probably the reason to buy this game. It is the biggest.
Yeah. I saw the look too. You're like,
What is this?
Oh, we're going up in the elevator right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally. The Great Glass Elevator.
The Great Glass Elevator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dread Halls is a pretty awesome game. It is. It scared me multiple times. There's like this demon girl that you're not supposed to look at, and it's like a dungeon crawler. And some of the things that work in this game, it's like it's constantly doing like an auto map thing for you. So it's like just building the map on this piece of paper below you. And when you look, and all you have to do is look down. And the VR helmet knows you're looking down, and it like brings the map up.
sweet.
Okay.
And so you just look back up, and it brings the map back down.
Avoid the demon girl trying to
don't look
steal
at her.
your soul.
Don't look at her, because if you do, it's scary as hell and you die.
Wow.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's it. I think you should go next.
I will go next because we are kind of sort of talking about the same thing here.
There you go.
Take this because I don't remember the names
You'll
of the game.
take it and you'll like it.
Okay. On my mark.
One day I'm just going to spit water
Don't
everywhere.
spin on the machinery.
The
On your
machinery.
mark.
Are you made out of metal? Are you the machinery?
I get set and I go.
I'm going to spit on her.
You stop that. All right. I have also been playing these
4
same
seconds
games. Yeah, right. Stop. I only played 3
Does she
of
need
the
more
games.
time?
Stop. One of which was called Sisters, which was a very scary, not even 5 minutes, 4-minute game. You're standing in this room, and this little doll was behind me at first, and all I have is a flashlight on R2, and I'm looking around, and the lightning's going,
R2D2.
and
R2.
it's one of those things where you the lights turn off, and you look to your right, and someone's standing right there, kind of thing, and it was.
He's getting ready to.
You really are. Unbelievable. All right, the other game that I played was called Poly Runner. You're such a jerk. Poly Runner, where you're in like this like desert theme, and you can either use your head or the controller as well, and you go back and forth and try to dodge all the things that are in your way, and then I'm really sucking at this right now. This one was my favorite, Poly Runner, because it was very addictive. Yeah, into the glass. This is not going well. Poly Runner was my favorite though, because it's one of those. It's not complicated at all, but it's very addictive, where you just keep trying to beat your time trial, basically. I don't know. Yeah.
Poly Runner's great. Poly Runner was one of the first ones I got into.
What was the first one you played?
Well, no, the awful Zombie Strike one.
Oh my gosh,
that was so
bad.
Oh, it's just terrible.
Zombie Strike was awful.
You get to pick any one, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you have to unlock
it's like
right.
It's the same in what, like VR World or whatever. Where you kinda,
VR Worlds, yeah.
Yeah, you look at whatever you want to play, you go into it, and you go at it. But
Yeah, the level of quality is all over the place. Like, but you actually have to stick with it because some of the games like Alpha Turkey Hunt, literally it's like turkey pictures of turkeys, flat 2D paper drawings of turkeys on sticks, and they're coming at you, and they're making the most annoying gobble 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 gobble, like making the most annoying sound ever, and you're like, oh my god.
What was that little jelly bean thing that I got into right before we started the podcast, and you were like, will you come in the room
jelly
already?
bean
that was Gummy no Yumi.
Gummy no Yumi. Yeah, that was making some obnoxious noises
puzzle
as well.
game. Yeah, but games like that I never got into. Like, and you could, but
they said
the problems.
Like, less moves, the more points you make, and this and that. But that looked kind of lame. I didn't want to play it.
I have a problem with puzzle games in VR. I think because it's like, why am I wearing a VR helmet to play this very simple puzzle game?
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, some of them are deceptively good. Like Alpha Turkey Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, real basic when you start playing, and then the next thing you realize, you're like, this game's really hard. Like there's no aiming reticle on the screen.
Yeah.
It takes forever for my gun to reload. It can only hold so many bullets. I'm like, this is,
Right.
and then you die like over and over and over. You're like, this is stupid. But what you realize is there's no way in hell you can be good at it at the beginning, because what you do is you keep killing turkeys. You keep building a bank. Basically, you're winning money every time you kill a turkey.
Yeah.
And so every time you play, you're building this bank, and
So
eventually
you progress more. Yeah.
Eventually, you get to upgrade that gun.
Oh.
You can upgrade the clip size. You can upgrade to a faster reload. You can actually buy an aiming reticle for the screen.
Oh, really?
And then you can unlock a shotgun, and then you can upgrade that, and then you can unlock an AK-47 and just mow down the turkeys.
Jeez Louise.
So some of these games have a lot of depth, even though at first you're like, this is garbage.
What do you have against turkeys?
Really?
For
I know.
$15, I'm going to say just an overarching. Should we? We should.
Okay.
Like for $15, why not?
Sounds like an
even
early
the
90s 7-inch compilation.
It's funny, even the Sisters game, which was like
It's a
4
mix,
minutes
some
long.
of them good, some of them bad.
For $1.67, it's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing the math, $1.67 for a quick scare. Like, sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll never go back to it, but it was fun.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Jeremy, are you ready for
yeah.
your 60 seconds?
My ceiling's metal, like it should be. Go on.
All right. No glass ceiling
No,
for you.
no glass.
On your mark, get set, and go.
I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the police activity tonight has been outrageous over the last hour. Have you noticed?
I mean, it's been bad.
Yeah, but something's up.
Yeah.
Did you just hear that squad that went by?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The drugs are going to be in short supply in most of this week.
Holy gamole.
Gamole?
And then, yeah.
Holy gamole.
Can I start your 60 seconds over?
Persona 5.
We've never done that. Restart it.
No, don't you dare.
Stop.
On your mark.
Ready, set, on your mark. Persona 5, get set, and go.
It doesn't matter. You know it doesn't matter.
Do it anyways.
He makes an excellent point.
So,
It doesn't matter.
Persona 5. I've played a little more. I haven't had a chance to play in a while, but my God, it is fucked up. The story is like very real. You know? Holy shit. So this Coach, how much have you played? Not much?
Not much. I'm only about 2 hours in, and the second half of the 2 hours was watching Karma play.
Pretend you're talking to somebody who's never played before.
So, I mean, this high school, this volleyball coach, they take volleyball very seriously at this school. I mean, this teacher, you find out, is kind of like basically, from what I gather, it seems like fucking some of the girl students and making... So, I can't really... I don't know. There's a lot to it. Either way, there's suicide, and it's very, very heavy. And it makes...
He's the one that smells like pot.
No, I don't. It's
No.
this 4D camera. Ooh, I'm going to smell it.
We're on a podcast.
Should
a video
you?
game
Yes,
podcast.
you should.
We're on a podcast. A podcast.
A podcast. The cast, as I like to call it.
The cast.
Oh my
and the
god.
cast.
Dude.
So Persona 5. Yes, stop
No.
opening the candle.
I'm going to hide that from you from now
I
on.
love
It's
it.
no
You
longer,
did. It was over there. I brought it over here.
No longer part of the set.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
I love it now. It's different now.
Brings back all those holiday rotting corpse
Yeah,
memories.
in the house. You know?
It's real gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The steamer
Oh,
trunk.
man.
I did get out of it, though.
Steamer trunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, What's a steamer trunk?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh man, it's awesome.
He's not artsy
Like
crafty enough to know.
I mean, it's
Don't
like
you own
antique. It's not, it's basically. I think they used it to put blankets in originally, just like a big antique trunk, basically. But they used to put sheets and blankets in it. I don't know back in what day.
I think originally too they stood upright and you opened them up like a giant suitcase. Opened them up and they had like a hanger on one side and little drawers so people running the train.
Those were the train and the ship.
Back when you could afford that kind of a thing, you rode a train instead of taking a horse, maybe. I don't know. Either way, steamer trunk.
I don't think I've learned anything
below.
Today at all. So, guys, we debuted a new show.
Yeah, that's right.
Heck yeah, we did.
Today.
Has anyone seen it yet?
Or technically yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
The new show is The Litter Box, and there's and I didn't do a good job at explaining what The Litter Box actually was on the first episode of The Litter Box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the deal is every week it's going to be somebody different.
Mm-hmm.
Next week it'll be you.
Right.
It might not be video game related.
We get to talk about whatever we want to talk about, which is pretty cool. Get to branch out a little bit.
Yep.
It's kind of like get to know a member of the Gamescast.
And it's only about 5 minutes.
Right.
Nothing too crazy, too big. Yeah, sorry.
Nothing too big.
I keep interrupting you.
Easily handled.
Or crazy.
You gave me espresso, and now I'm
Ooh.
ready to like bounce out of my seat here.
Oh, there's a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's espresso.
This is what we call
quadruple.
a quadruple espresso.
A quadruple espresso.
Shit.
I shouldn't even have one espresso.
I can tell you, like,
Oh my god.
Yep.
I can't feel my tongue.
I can smell it.
That's the candle.
No, that's not. Yeah.
That's the espresso.
So here's the thing. When I came up with the idea for the litter box, which I love the name of. By the way, that was a combo effort. You and Des suggested it at the exact same time.
Funny.
He was in person, and the text came through like 10 seconds later from you. The litter box, where we talk about all sorts of shit, is what
I
you
have
said.
your place bugged and cameraed.
Well, it was at work.
So.
I see how you type. How you respond with your comments.
Right? What is going on down
I was
there?
pretending your penis tip. Me and my penis fetish.
Yeah. You're obsessed with cock.
Apparently.
Yeah. The point of the litter box. What the problem was we were trying to come up with Patreon exclusive content. That was the idea. It was like we were talking about maybe filming like an extra 10-15 minutes of the Gamescast every week. We're talking about filming an extra 10-15 minutes of Gaming Without Parole every week. But the problem is by the end of the podcast, this podcast and that podcast, we're all tired.
Yeah.
Like it's time to go. Like we got stuff to do. Like the night is over. Time to go.
I hit a wall quick too.
Definitely.
Like
right around like 20% into viewer takeover. I'm always editing and I'm watching you guys just like zone out. Like and that is it for you guys and probably me too. And so I was like to film an extra 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Was pointless because what are we giving the Patreon supporters at that point?
We want to give you something good to watch.
Exactly.
Some
leftover
shit.
crap.
Bullshit.
Right?
You know.
So
we'd rather give you kitty litter.
Unused. I mean, you could have a couple uses if you have oil in your driveway.
Okay, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't have a driveway. So so here's the thing: for the first 4 episodes of the litter box, it's absolutely going to be free.
Right.
Because we want everyone to like get an idea of like what this show's all about, and then most likely it's gonna be Patreon supported only. Now I hate putting anything that we do behind a paywall because it takes a ton of our time. It takes a ton of work to edit and render and upload and all that stuff. And right now we have 5 Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
But we can't. In good faith, I can't take people's money without rewarding them somehow.
With something.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that unfortunately the litter box is going to be probably in a month behind, and it's for anyone who's thinking about supporting us on Patreon. Like I'm not begging you to, right? But if you like the litter box, you can go and give us literally $1 a month, like literally that's it.
Yeah.
The minimum contribution will get you all of the content. I understand if you don't want to give us $1, I get it. It's not a big deal, but
We'll see how we
do
like
feel
the
bad
first
about this.
4 quarters.
4 episodes and go
If
from
you
there.
don't want to give us $1, give us 4 quarters.
I'm not sure that's how that works, Jeremy.
So that's the plan for right now. We'll see if it works out.
Yeah.
It's been ridiculously popular since we since we aired it this morning.
Right.
And
it just came out this morning. I woke up at like 10 a.m. I looked at how many views was on it. It was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. The number of likes, the number of views, the number of awesome, just amazing comments.
We didn't even promote it.
Didn't promote it. You guys are
nothing.
just unbelievable. Like you all came out in like a wave of support.
Yeah.
And now I feel especially bad about this eventually being a Patreon show because I'm like, all of these people really dug what we're doing.
Yeah.
So bear with us. We're still trying to figure out this whole without Parole games thing, and we're just kind of doing it as we go.
Cool.
Right?
Sounds like a plan.
Check out our new show. Keep watching our original show.
Yes.
That's right.
Please do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So I think that's going to do it for the weekly wrap up.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Make sure you stay tuned. Come back tomorrow for the best 20 minutes of your week. Video game, true or false. All right, I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Well.
All right, so what did we talk about? We talked about
Nothing.
We did a great job
Hammocks.
of talking about nothing.
Arcade mini games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprisingly,
Police.
not at all the cat.
Herocade.
Not yet.
We don't talk about a cat.
Not yet.
Oh,
Which we don't, because they'll be like, they didn't talk about a cat.